asking himself a philosophical question. His next speech is second or third icebreaker, because he doesn't remember exactly how many piano ways. He's too long time in a top table Toastmasters class. His career is in the hospitality industry. He is an avid swimmer. He considers himself to be alive. Help me welcome Jack Vivier. I am lucky to be alive.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am lucky to be alive. I'm 81 years old. I was the result of good old-fashioned family planning. My brother was born in 1925. My sister was born in 1926, before the financial crash. I was born 6 years later. Years later, when my wife asked my mother why she waited 6 years, she said it was the Depression and there wasn't anything else to do. I was born at home. I was blue. They did not think I would live. But I turned out to be a little more active than they had anticipated. I was so active that when I was about 3, they put me in a dog harness. I guess I wasn't quite that old, but they hooked it to the clothesline. My mother goes in the house, and she's looking out the window, and she sees the rats circling. She got there first, thank goodness. When I was in the first grade, we were playing tag. We'd just moved into a new house, and they were doing some excavating down the street, and they had to abandon it because of quicksand. We were playing tag, and I ran down into this quicksand. By the time I got up to my knees, they ran for help. By the time my father got there, it was up to my waist. I'm lucky to be alive. When I was in the 3rd grade, we were living in Chicago. And one December day, I played hooky from school and decided to go to the lake. I walked down to the lake shore, and there were some people standing near the edge of the ice. And I walked out under the ice to the end. It broke. They pulled me out. I'm lucky to be alive. Years later, my parents lost patience and they sent me to military school. One December we were doing the obstacle course, going across a frozen creek, and I didn't make it all the way across. Splash through the ice, double pneumonia. Fortunately, penicillin, the miracle drug, had come along. And a shot every 2 hours for the next 4 or 5 or 6 days, and I was ready to go again. Then one day, this place was in the south, this military school was in the south, and we took horseback riding, of course. It's all Southern gentlemen can ride horses. And we're playing Civil War through this little forested area that was on the campus. Something spooked my horse, and I fell off, and I was hung in the stirrup. And the horse galloped around for a while, then slowly trotted, and then came to a standstill. Fortunately, I was so short that even though I was hung in the stirrup, I never touched the ground. I'm lucky to be alive. When I went in the Navy,
lucky.
I learned a few things. One thing I learned was that there are two kinds of drunks. Those that think they're fighters and those that think they're lovers. Well, I guess I fell into the latter category. We had a squadron party. And that's one of those deals where they give you all the booze you want to drink and all the food you want to eat. Well, as the hours went on, I was in the kitchen. My buddy had his back to me, and we were walking around the table. I was following Mama-san. Papa-san was following my buddy with a meat cleaver. I'm lucky to be alive. I was in a helicopter outfit, and we were delivering mail to the nationalist Chinese who were evacuating some offshore islands. I was with a rookie pilot. We're coming into this open field, we're starting to land, and we're coming down, and these Chinese soldiers are out the front. Pilot says, "Wonder what's the matter with them?" He pulls up, looks at his map. "Oh, that's a minefield." I'm lucky to be alive. But the luckiest thing that ever happened to me was when I was in college. I sat down across from a student nurse and looked into the most beautiful eyes I have ever seen. She's put up with me for my stupidity and incompetence for over 50 years, and she still has the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. Last spring, I was diagnosed with bladder cancer. A month ago, I finished the chemocare, whatever it is, that stuff you take. Last weekend, I swam in the Long Bridge swim at Sandpoint, Idaho, 1.76 miles across the lake. Came in second in my age division. Tomorrow I start 6 weeks of radiation treatment. And if the radiation works and my luck holds out, I'll live to be a few years older. I'll be around for a little while. And if I live to be 100, I'll have it made. Because few people die past that age.